Hello, I'm Tech Sergeant John LaDue.
And I'm Petty Officer Cody Boyd. Welcome to a special Memorial Day edition of Spotlight East Africa.
Memorial Day reminds us to reflect upon the legacy left to us by the brave and selfless service members who've made the ultimate sacrifice answering our nation's call. Follow me to Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti, where service members from every military branch paid homage to the brave men and women who've come before us. Service members assigned to Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa and Camp Lemonnier got an early start to their Day of Remembrance by participating in a Memorial Day flag relay event dubbed Remember to Remember. Beginning on the eve of Memorial Day, participants carried a U.S. flag and a military branch service flag along a 1.5-mile trek in honor of the brave men and women who've given their lives in defense of freedom.
Through the night, as people would come back, they would hang around for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, not just to cool off, but to begin to process what they had experienced and begin to contemplate and reflect on the meaning of carrying our country's flag.
Some ran in patriotic fashion. Others ran in silence. But all ran in remembrance of those who've made the ultimate sacrifice.
To be able to do it in such a deployed environment with my comrades in arms, it's a great honor. Those individuals gave their lives for us so we could have our freedom.
The 12-hour event concluded when the U.S. flag was raised during morning reveille.
I had Marines say to me, this is one of the most meaningful things I've ever done. So that's powerful.
Reporting from Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti, Africa, I'm Tech Sergeant John LaDue.
More than 100 runners ran a total of 72 miles during the Memorial Run. Next, Marines participate in a military-to-military exchange with East African soldiers. Follow me to Uganda, where the Uganda People's Defense Forces are preparing for an upcoming deployment to Somalia. Marines from Special Purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force are conducting logistics training with the Uganda People's Defense Forces at the Singo training site in Uganda. While Marines are leading the training in support of Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa, they are also learning from the UPDF's combat experience in Somalia.
We hear their war stories or things that they've done and learn from their tactics and kind of compare notes. And we've used that as like a lessons learned and taken that information and incorporated it back into our training schedule.
This engagement will prepare the UPDF for Somalia, as well as strengthen their institutional logistics capabilities. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Petty Officer Cody Boyd.
With the help of the United States, the Djiboutian Navy is expanding its maritime capability. Petty Officer Boyd explains how security is speeding up along the East African coastline.
The U.S. Department of State has provided the Djiboutian Navy with 2 high-speed aluminum boats.
We've been working for the last 10 years or so a lot on the security cooperation with Djibouti. Today we transferred the 2 small boats, which are classified as Defender small boats, to the Djiboutian Navy.
Overall, these assets enhance Djibouti's maritime security, capability to protect its borders, and combat piracy, smuggling, and terrorist threats.
We have an same goal, and also we have the same objective to protect the property and the life of Djiboutian and American life.
Members of Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa facilitated turnover of the patrol boats. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Petty Officer Cody Boyd. Up next, in photos from the Horn, Staff Sergeant Caleb Pierce shows us service members participating in a CJTF-HOA PT session.
Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa enlisted members participated in a physical training session May 17th at Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti. Close to 100 people took part in calisthenics, climbed ropes, and practiced combatives during the early morning event.
And now, words from service members around camp on what Memorial Day means to them.
To me, Memorial Day is just, it's about taking time out from doing whatever you're doing in the day to give thanks for everybody who came before you. Just saying thank you for what they've done and the sacrifices that they've made so you can enjoy your life today.
Memorial Day means to me, it's a time to recognize those individuals that came before us, that made the ultimate sacrifice for our country and the people that live there, and to give their families the comfort that they deserve in losing an individual that was able to give the sacrifice that most of us aren't.
Shout out to everybody back home. Memorial Day means to me, friends and family, brats and burgers. Most of all, it's a time to remember those that have gone before me to defend our freedom and our great nation, and I wouldn't be here without them.
Memorial Day means to me is the day we honor our friends and family who sacrificed themselves to give us the better society for the U.S. nation.
After the better part of 30 years of life in the armed forces, both active duty and reserve, in the Marine Corps and in the Navy, I've got more friends than I would really care to count who have given their lives in service to this country, and I think of them a lot, especially on Memorial Day.
Before we sign off, we'd like to pay tribute to the service members who have died in the line of duty while assigned to CJTF-HOA. Their names will be listed at the end of our show. For Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Petty Officer Cody Boyd.
And I'm Tech Sergeant John LaDue. On behalf of the entire CJTF-HOA family, we'd like to extend our deepest gratitude and memory of our fallen comrades and their families. Thank you for being part of our show today, and thank you for watching Spotlight East Africa.